Welcome, this is the homework solution for Math 8 for the date of August 21st, 2018. First of all, it says here to draw the figure and its reflection in the x-axis, identify the coordinate of the image. Okay, so what you have here is the rule that we already did in class, and I just wanted to remind you. Here you have the point A and A prime, B and B prime, and C and C prime. Look at what changed. Okay, so let me grab the paint to make sure we can work with it. Right, here we go. Right, we can see that the A to A prime, notice that again A was 1, whoop, A was 1, it became -1. Okay, B was 4, then that became -4. Okay, was 2, then that became -2. Alright, so again, you should have this in your notes, but to remind you that the rule of reflection, when reflecting over the x-axis, the y value changes. And again, you could see it right there. The y value changes. Okay, remember, because the order pair is always written in the format of x comma y. There you go. So you have the pre-image given in the problem: 2, 4, right? 3 over 2, 3 comma 2, 4 comma 4, 1 comma 3. All you have to do is change those values. So those are the y values, and what happens is they became, I changed the sign. So 2 becomes -2, 4 becomes -4, and 3 becomes -3. And what you can do is graph it from there. Next, you have this image: -2 comma 1, 0 comma 3, 2, -2 comma 2. Again, you are only changing the y value because that is the rule, and that rule should make sense based on our classwork as well as the visual example. 1 here was your y. Okay, that changes to -1. It was 3 in the original image. Now it becomes -3. It was 2. Now it becomes -2 because all we do is the y value changes sign. Next, we have the reflection over the y-axis. Okay, so let's grab this image here. Right, drop that in paint to make sure that we are working. Right, whoop, let me. Sorry about that. Let's make sure we can work on that. Here you go. Remember, it is in x comma y, and again, we are reflecting over the y-axis. Okay, we are reflecting over the y-axis. Okay, this is our line of reflection. Okay, make sure you realize that is our line of reflection. Okay, let's grab. Alright, so let's see what changes. A to A prime, what changes? I see a 1, that becomes -1. I see a 5, that becomes -5. I see a 4, that becomes -4. Ooh, I see something here. It seems like the x value changes when we reflect over the y. So that is the rule that I have here. That should also be in your notes. Alright, I guarantee you that is going to be on the quiz. So we have the pre-image here. Q is -4 comma 2. R is -2 comma 4. S is -1 comma 2. Again, we are changing the y values of the sign. So originally it was -4. Let me make this, right? Originally, then it becomes 4, right? It was negative, now it becomes positive, right? You are changing the sign. You have -2 here. That becomes 2. You have -1 here, and it becomes a 1 here. There you go. Next, you have 4 comma -2, right? Again, we are only changing the x because that's the rule. Change the x sign when reflecting over the y-axis. So we are only changing the x value. Right? Again, we are reflecting over the y-axis, so we are only changing the x value. So 4 becomes -4. 4 becomes -4. 6 becomes negative 6. Good. There you go. Next, the coordinate of each point and if its image are given. Is it a reflection over the x or y axis? Here, you could see what was changing is this. The looks like the y value changes, right? The y value changes. So, it is a reflection over the x-axis. Here, it looks like your x value changes. We came from 4 to negative 4. So, we note that the x value changes. And that is a reflection over the y-axis. Again, this is just something that you have to memorize. And again, if you would like to understand why, please look visually at the reflection. And we also did practice this in class. There you go. Those are your homework solutions for the date of August 21st.